What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we do have some very important things to go over and discuss. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Solana, as you can see here, which is still well within its ascending fractal. We're also going to be looking at XRP, which is forming new kind of descending fractals here. We're also going to jump and take a peek on the 4-hour and hourly chart and see if we can maybe unveil this a little bit more, see if there's maybe any new information here or new technical indicator forming that we could uncover by zooming in just a hair. We're also going to look at Ethereum here, which has managed to break out of its descending fractal. This is a bull flag that we knew was destined for a breakout, and it actually happened over the weekend, which is awesome here. Certainly correcting right now, but this was not a surprise really at all. Maybe it came a tad earlier than we were expecting, but we are forming a bull flag formation which breaks bullish. And once we confirmed outside of here, we knew we would see the rally to the upside. It's just what happens. We're starting the descent, so we're going to have to look a little bit closer. But even if you missed out on that Ethereum rally, don't forget about this Bitcoin one that we've pretty much unveiled. This one is massive. I mean, this is a textbook descending fractal formation here. You can even see here the look of this. We could pull this out if we wanted to and extend this just a little bit like here. And then you could even extend this one like this, and you can kind of see these fractals forming here. We have this sort of descending fractal. We'll jump to the daily chart, and you can see as I zoom out here and I get rid of this uptrend, which is what we originally had, which confirmed the breakout. We're going to then draw this in yellow here just to give us just a better general overview of what we could expect. I'm going to draw this right here. I believe this is how we had it originally. You can see how there are some very interesting fractals forming here that could very easily, or sorry, even more so if we pull this like this, we could even see a new fractal formation like here. So there's a lot of very, and I mean very interesting and peculiar fractals forming on Bitcoin that we can pay very close attention to and could gauge us into another buying opportunity very soon. So we do have a lot to go over and a lot to look at, and we'll talk about this later on in today's video here. But aside from that, let me just pull this back. I want to put this back to how we originally had it drawn on. You can see just like that. That is how the original fractal had formed. We're going to talk about this in later on in today's episode here, but we're also looking at VONG, which just opened up heading higher. I just can't wrap my head around this, and the same thing with the S&P 500. It's freaking unbelievable here. We need to pull back down at some point. I don't know when that's going to be. You can see we're already rallying up. Good chance of pullback. VONG has already rallied up. Again, I'm waiting for pullback here. We're now overbought at 73 on the RSI, maybe 74. We're due for that reversal. We'll see if it happens. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, we are rounding up to the end of the month. Today is the 28th. There are just a couple of days, less than a week left before the Win XRP promo giveaway goes away on BitFi. BitFi partnered with me to offer you guys this opportunity here, and every single one of you does have the chance of earning 10K in XRP or worth of XRP. It is extremely easy to do this. You can see they're giving this promo away based on just trading volume. It's not a competition among yourselves. It's a competition with yourself. And what I mean by that is anyone and everyone that trades will, if you hit any of these milestones, 1, 5, 20, 50, or 100, I know some of these are insane, you will get this deposit. It's not a raffle. It's not up for debate. You will get that deposit. You will get that amount deposited into your account. I asked BitFi. They have confirmed it here. It doesn't stack. That's the only difference. So let's say you do get 20M. You're not going to get either of these bonuses. You're only going to get $800 worth of XRP, and it is real XRP deposited right into your account that you can do whatever you want with. I know some of you guys have already hit several of these, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. That's awesome. But for those, it's not too late. You can definitely head on over here and continue trading. So with that being said, moving forward, and we'll talk about BitFi later on in today's video, current CMC reveals that we are kind of consolidating 67. Markets are sliding lower, except for BNB, which is on the up and up here. Some other cryptos are also consolidating, but we look good overall. I really think we're seeing a lot of slow and steady uptrend consolidation here. You can see moving up, moving up. Not so much XRP, but a lot of these cryptos had already hit their highs and are now starting to see some correction or possibly some pullback to the downside here. So we'll see if it kind of takes place. You can see on the chart here, we made a video yesterday talking about kind of what this means for crypto. And you can see we were sort of breaking down. And what we did now is kind of adjust these charts. We talked about this. We had adjusted this earlier in that video here, but we're going to have to continue to adjust this. And as you guys can clearly tell, we did reverse and close back up above it. We left it originally how it was. And if I show you guys the current charting right now, you'll notice on Bitcoin, what did we do? You can see this is when we made that video. We made that video. You can see us rallying below it. We knew that wouldn't happen. And you can see now what happened. It was a huge wick. We rallied right back up and closed right below it, which is why it's so important to draw these and pay attention to it on the daily charts. But we're also going to use a 4-hour to mark it off and kind of figure out what's going to happen from here. So I'm excited. Let's jump right into today's episode here. XRP, first thing I want to do, jump to the 4-hour, see if we've uncovered anything. Definitely hitting bottom support. That looks good. I don't think there is any sort of new fractal technical indicator forming here because it's kind of way too early. So we're going to give this a little bit of time, but you can clearly tell we're hitting moving average and we are consolidating. So there's a lot of these things I can start to get rid of here. We've definitely peaked. We hit our resistance. Now we're starting to see some descending commotion, correction here, and we're going to leave it alone. Exactly how it is. We could, in theory, draw some sort of uptrend like that, but it is too early to tell if this is any accurate at all. We do have 2 points. We need several more to really confirm it here, but we are inside, again, a descending fractal, which is bullish. This is a bull flag formation, and at the end of it, we do typically rally up higher, so we'll see if that comes true. But we are going to leave this alone like that and pay close attention to it as we start to consolidate more, but I do think we're going to probably rebound off this quite nicely and start to see a reversal up. Solana looks good as well, consolidating inside an ascending fractal. Very interesting. Not enough for me to buy in just yet. I wouldn't. It's a little tough on this one. I don't know how you want to draw this to confirm it, but it certainly is quite interesting if you ask me. If we extend this out, something along those lines. 4-hour comparison doesn't look half bad, but it's not something I want to pay attention to too much on Solana. We're going to put it on the back burner here because, in my opinion, I do think we could correct lower, but it's a little too early to tell. You can kind of see what I think would happen is what happened here, where we rallied up and then we started to climb back down. It's kind of the same thing here, where now I expect us to climb back down too. So that's kind of where I'm foreshadowing or expecting the markets to move to. Obviously, all these trades are done on BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses. Everything you'd want on an exchange is offered on BitFi. We've already talked about this trading XRP bonus or demo that bonus deposit that they're giving, but they also have just a straight bonus and a they do have a copy trading account too, but they also have a demo account if it will let me load this up. What I mean by that is this is a promotion that they're giving away, not so much a bonus. This is bonus money right here, as you can see. This is actual bonus cryptocurrency, so you actually receive it differently. This money, when it's deposited into your account, and new users can get up to 8,100, you only can trade with it, and anything earned off that can be withdrawn, which is also cool. But this is open for anyone. They do have the demo account, which gives you 50K in demo money to practice your skills, get familiar with the exchange, learn how the exchange works, practice your trades, and then you can head on over to the live account. And then moving forward from XRP and Solana here, these other cryptos look very interesting. As expected, that we think these other cryptos are going to move to. I do think we're definitely due for some sort of breakout, and you can see that is exactly what happened here. We had some sort of descending fractal bull flag formation forming, which looks very nice if you ask me. We had that confirmation. We consolidated above, then we rallied up. Still looks great in my opinion here, but now we broke through that support and are falling back down. It's a short-term buying opportunity. It was on the 4-hour charts, but nevertheless, the point I'm even showing you this is because it is a bull flag formation, which, as you guys know, is what lots of these other cryptocurrencies are doing. XRP, not so much Solana, but definitely XRP and Bitcoin as well. I want to scale this and draw it. We're going to draw it, let's say, yellow, just so you guys have reference, because I'm going to tweak it a little bit. And then we're going to jump to the 4-hour, and you'll see why I want to tweak it. So now you can see how it's not as accurate. And the way we're going to fix that is by drawing this in blue. And then we're going to draw this top one in blue. This one's a little bit harder to accurately gauge, but I think I would do it something along the lines of this. Something like that. Could we include this? I would like to. I don't know how accurate that would be because I could also say, hey, we probably broke through it already. This is also a possibility. I don't know. 1, 2, 3 points of confirmation. We're going to insinuate or assume it's not been broken through. So we'll extend this up a bit, pull this down a bit, and now you can see we're still in this kind of fractal here, still heading to the downside. So there's several opportunities here. In blue, we get 3 points of confirmation, 3 points of confirmation. On the daily charts here, you can see we have more of an ascending fractal trading in here. And we'll see how this reacts. Either way, they are accurate and they will help us narrow where and when this breakout will be. So I think it's good. Either of these could break bullish. So that's also a really good sign. Long in the S&P look good as well. We still are, slowly traveling up higher. You can see like we started this and we were at, 108. Now we're at 113 and we're in the same exact RSI. Again, overbought. There's no point, in my opinion, to be buying in here when you can buy in when we're oversold. And I think it's going to happen very soon. But that's going to be it for today's video. Smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.